Hello, I'm John Levick, and I'm going to talk you through our recent study into implicit social learning and its surprising relationship to autistic traits. Let's get started. Implicit learning helps us to acquire knowledge without intention or awareness. It's thought to be important for developing social skills, and some researchers have suggested that poorer implicit learning might contribute to the social difficulties common in autism. Our study tested how people with varying autistic traits were influenced by subtle social cues. The study began around the time of the COVID restrictions, and it's for this reason that we decided to test online rather than testing in person. Participants were told that this was a face perception reaction time study, and what they had to do was watch a series of short video clips and press the spacebar whenever they saw a change in gaze direction. Here's some examples. Unknown to the participants, one character was always positive. They smiled when looking toward the participant and grimaced while looking away. One character was always negative. They grimaced when looking toward the participant, smiled when looking away. One clever thing about these videos, and credit to Hudson et al. And Machinska for developing this technique, both characters spent exactly the same amount of time looking forward and to the side, and the same amount of time smiling and grimacing. So, participants could only learn the character's social dispositions by learning the link between gaze direction and facial expressions. After the videos, participants rated the two characters for likability and were assessed against exclusion criteria, which included explicit awareness of the social cues. Participants also completed the shortened version of the Autism Spectrum Quotient, which measures self-reported autistic traits. Participants generally like the positive character more than the negative character. The difference between the two ratings became a new measure of likability difference. A positive likability difference meant that the participant preferred the positive character, while a negative number meant that the participant liked the negative character more. Against predictions, likability difference correlated positively with autistic traits. People with higher autistic traits seemed better at learning from the social cues, which they still weren't aware of, resulting in likability ratings that were more aligned with the character's social dispositions. To see if the requirement to closely monitor the character's eyes had affected this finding, we ran the study again, but this time participants pressed the space bar when they saw any movement rather than just changes in gaze direction. Under this condition, we found no significant correlation between autistic traits and likability difference. So overall, we found no evidence that autistic traits in a typically developed sample related to poorer social implicit learning. In fact, when participants were forced to monitor the character's eyes, higher autistic traits were associated with better implicit learning from social cues. This finding suggests that attentional factors, such as attention to the eyes, which is often reduced in autism, may moderate the ability to learn implicitly from dynamic facial cues.